Hey folks, welcome back to another HP Gaming GameLINK video. Today we have a bit of a micro unboxing for you. This one has literally just arrived on our doorstep about 20 minutes ago. So we thought we'd get into the thick of it and unbox this one only because I'm super excited. It's from a developer that we know and love, and I couldn't wait to get into it so we can take it out for a spin this weekend. What game am I talking about? I'm talking about the micro card game Monsters and the Things That Destroy Them. Hey folks, welcome back. For those of you who don't know me by now, my name is Matt, and I'm sure we are destined to become the very best of friends. Thank you for joining me for another little micro unboxing of this wonderful little card battler, Monsters and the Things That Destroy Them. You will notice that I have got our overhead camera down nice and low today because I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of crazy stuff in this box that we're going to need a big tabletop overhead for. And because it is pretty much a card battling game of sorts, I thought we'd get in nice and close so we can see what it's all about. This one was officially not available to ship to Australia, but we reached out to Joey and he worked out a bit of a deal for us to get a limited edition signed copy of this game. And knowing the quality of the productions from Joey Vigour, Growl, Chaos Monster, that sort of stuff, I'm very excited to get into this one. This is effectively a push your luck memory game of sorts, where at the end of the game you'll have two cards in hand, your best two cards, and hopefully no one will have the cards that will foil your minions. Think of it like a bit of a love letter sort of style game, but with cutesy art and a lot more take that card play. So you can see here as well, I will show you just on the box here, this is the box. Joey has signed this one for us. This is box number 205 of 300. That is it. He only printed 300 of the limited editions. So thanks to Joey for organising this for us to get it sent out. This particular box contains two decks in it. It contains the original deck, which I think is the Dark, Incident 1, and Incident 2, the Deep, which has all sorts of oceanic monsters and the things that obviously will destroy them. I am talking too much. Let's open this one up and get into it. There is a third incident, a third pack, which I think is not the Deep, the Dark, the Dead, I think, which has, vampires and other bits and pieces as well. The plastic goes on the floor, as we know, and when it goes on the floor later on, it goes into the recycling bin. So, we're not going to waste not and whatnot. There is the box there, nice and beautiful. This is the Hunk Vampire card that is featured in the game. Now, inside here, I believe there is two packs, and there is some sleeves as well, which is awesome. And basically, it's literally just 21 cards to a pack, and you basically draw cards. You can play cards to your discard pile, and at the end of the game, whichever best combination of two cards at the table that hasn't had things been destroyed will win. It's a very simple style of game, but I love simple games that are easy to teach. Makes it nice and easy. So let's just put this one to the side here. So you can see our Hunk Vampire there, and let's go through what's in the box. So we've got some extra sleeves and things there, Monsters and Things That Destroy Them. We do love sleeving cards because it increases the longevity of the game. The sleeves have a nice feel to them. They look like they'll shuffle well, which is always awesome. And again, it's only 21 cards to a deck. I do believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that the decks can be intertwined, so you can include a larger player count as well. If I'm wrong, that'll pop up on the screen, but otherwise I think you're good to go. We have got some crazy bits here. We've got, there we go, come on. Try to get all the bits out so we can see what's going on here. Okay, we've got an extra box there we don't need. Now we have got, is that an extra? What have we got here? We've already got a sleeved card. Baby Kaiju. You may swap hands with another player. That's a Kickstarter bonus, and it's already sleeved, so we don't have to worry about that. That's very cool. He's kind of cute. I dig it. I dig it. All right. Now, we've also got, because we're awesome, we always go, not all in necessarily with every project, but we do try and get a few extras for you just because it makes a better gaming experience for us. And it also means we get to share that with all of you. So we have extra multiplayer mode cards here. The base decks themselves here, and then we have this, I think this is the dark, no, this is the koala expansion as well, which allows for party koalas and all sorts of ways to mess with your opponents, which I'm digging. Let's start with the base sets of cards here. We'll get the little sleeve off of those. I think these are, there we go, discard pile cards. Okay, so that's set 2. So you have a discard marker. So this is one thing about Joey's games I do like as well. There's always like a card placement to sort of mark your particular territory. With Growl, there was the little home tile, so you knew whose cards were being passed where. That also showed you if you're dead or alive, which is awesome. So the discard pile face down, and then on the back it's got your turn structure. So you take a card from the pool into your hand, say its name and number out loud so that people know which one you've taken. Trigger and resolve the ability. If it's a monster, refill the pool to 4. If you're over your hand limit of 3, discard any excess face down to your pile. Resolution at the end of the game, discard to 2, reveal your highest card first. And then obviously, if anyone else has cards that destroy your monsters, your large high scoring cards, they will mess with you, and that's beautiful. All right, so we've got here, this is the first set, monsters and things that destroy them. This is the first incident, or incident 1, the dark. And that's a bit of a rules card there that shows you what's going on, how it plays, resolution, tactical cards, etc. They effectively, the tactical cards will neutralize the larger monsters, as you'll see as we go through. So we've got the Super Serum. During resolution, double your score if your other card is a monster. So while it's a score of 0, if you've got a Kaiju, which is worth 12, and no one has defeated it, that's going to get you 24 points and pretty much is an insta-win. Depending on the combinations of other cards that people have. Nuclear weapon. After all other cancellations, cancel the most powerful monster that remains. That's a gamble. Invincibility. If your other card is a monster, only a nuclear weapon can cancel it. Obsession. During resolution, cancel 1 and 2. Gillman and Phantom of the Opera. Straitjacket. Cancel 3 and 4, so on and so forth. Silver Bullet. Cancel Teen Wolf and the Wolfman. That makes sense. Fire will cancel the monster and the mummy, monster being Frankenstein's monster, I believe. Sunlight will cancel the hunk vampire and Dracula. Military force will cancel the giant ape and the kaiju. And there is the kaiju. You may rearrange your discard pile so people don't know which cards are where. Top card of any discard pile onto another discard pile. That could work both for and against you. Dracula, you may trigger a card in the pool. So that's the pool that's face up in the middle of the table. Hunk Vampire. The Mummy. The Monster. Choose a player and name a monster. If they have it, they must discard it from their hand. The Wolfman. The Teen Wolf. Bit of Michael J. Fox action. Mr. Hyde. Take the top card of your discard pile into your hand. Your hand size is +1 until the resolution step at the end of the game. Wow, I'm digging Mr. Hyde. Okay, Invisible Man. The Phantom of the Opera. Look at any player's discard pile or hand. You may trigger a card in your hand. So that deck of 21 cards already allows for a lot of crazy shenanigans and goings on with 2 to 4 players. And the fact that it is such a short stack game means that there's always going to be that question of, oh, hang on, did they pick up Kaiju, or is that something that's gone into their discard pile? How do I know? That gameplay, that mind gaming, or mind game metagaming, I guess, for lack of a better term, that's kind of awesome. I really dig that. It's going to be a bit of fun. And simple playtime, I think the playtime is about 15 minutes, if that. So I'm digging the fact that you can get through so many rounds very, very quickly. Now, we have here monsters and the things that destroy them. Incident number 2, the Deep. So the rules card here is pretty much the same. It's the same style of game, just with a different flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that just up over here, and let's go through the cards. The Nautilus will double your score. If your other card is Captain Nemo and it isn't cancelled, you win. So again, that insta-win we talked about. Old Man of the Sea. Reveal early. After selection, prior to reveal, announce this. Name a monster. During final resolution, if that monster is revealed, you get to cancel it. Poseidon's Trident. Perseverance. Cancel 1 and 2. Medusa's Head, cancel 3, 4. Subterfuge, cancel 5 and 6. Fair Winds. Legendary Hero, looks like Thor to me, cancel Kraken and Dragon. Awaken from a Nightmare, cancel Leviathan, and the old one, yes, the old one. There he is, boom. You may move it to the bottom if you can mess with people's discard piles. The Leviathan, choose a card, you may look at it. Dagon, look at the top card of any discard pile, you may trigger that. Sorry, not Dragon, Dagon. Kraken, you may take the top card or the bottom card of your discard pile into your hand. Scylla, correct me if I'm wrong on pronunciation. Moving cards around. Sharbadis, oh my gosh, I'm shocking with pronunciation of names, my apologies. The Siren, yes, give this to any player. This card can never be discarded unless another card allows it to be. Oh, so knowledge is power in this game. Captain Nemo, there you go. The Hydra, only 4, I thought it'd be more powerful. Cetus, the White Whale, actually let's just check that, it might be very powerful. Take the top card of an opponent's discard pile into your hand side is +1 till resolution begins. Forgive me, it is very powerful. The White Whale, and then you've got Nessie, you may trigger any card in your hand or discard pile. And we can also add in our friend the Baby Kaiju into that as well. Swap hands with another player. That's a powerful card too. So we'll pop that to the side. So those are the 2 sets that have been printed. As I said, there is a 3rd set that is available for print and play, and there will be a Kickstarter for that down the track. The Dead, which is 80s horror movies, I believe, which is going to be fantastic. So Jason, Freddy, all those guys. I don't know the exact combination. I haven't looked at the P&P yet. We've only just been notified that's live. But yes, in the meantime, I would have, in editing, had a look at that. So they may very well pop up on the screen as to who's involved in that. So already with those 2 sets, there's a lot of gameplay going on, which I'm digging. Very excited to get this to the table. So hopefully, knowing my luck, Charlotte's going to pick up on this very, very quickly and always try and get the most powerful cards. I don't mind losing to Charlotte. She's very invested in games, which is kind of exciting. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. We've got the Party at the Koalas expansion, which is here, and I think they've got a player count on the cards as well. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. I think we've also got, yes, so this is the Party Koala expansion, which is just thrown in to mess with larger player counts, just add you some more options and things. We have got the Party Koala, who's splashing about in some water. Choose an opponent. I mean, we're Australian. We could not get the Koala expansion. Choose an opponent and name a card. They confirm if they have it in hand. If they do, you may force them to trade it for this card. Hooligan Koala, choose any card in your discard pile. If you trigger it or take, you may trigger it or take it in your hand. Marching Koala, you may look at any 2 players' hands. Wow, that's crazy. Rebel Koala, you may swap up to 2 cards from your hand with an equal number of cards in the pool. Invaders from Mars is a level 13 card. If any revealed neutralizer has no valid monsters to cancel, this card is cancelled instead. Ooh. Duplicator. Choose another card another player has revealed. Treat Duplicator as an exact copy of that card, so you can make it a Kaiju. More Party Koalas, Hooligan Koalas, Marching Koalas, Rebel Koalas, Invaders, Duplicator. So those are designed for when you have player counts of 4 or more players, just to allow you a bit more messing around with folks, which is awesome. Attack of the Baby Koalas, I think that's called. And then we've got here multiplayer modes. We've got a little rules leaflet. So I think this is the Love and Hate expansion. So this is the rules leaflet for, Baby Koalas, the Attack of the Baby Koalas, the cards we just looked at. And then you've got the Love and Hate, which has secret and public knowledge, which I kind of dig too. And then you've got here the Love and Hate, again, another rules leaflet for this one. I'll see if I can get this in shot for you, but it will give you a bit of an explanation. Love and Hate metagame. So I don't know. Okay, so these add modifier bonuses to the cards in the game. Okay, so this is the love cards here. So you've got, oops, I'm getting stuff everywhere. So the love cards have all the same back here. We'll go through those in a moment. And then we have some identity cards and the hate cards, which look kind of spooky. And then you've got the identity cards there as well. So the identity of the cards will give you a symbol, and then you will either have a love card that allows you to love that individual, or you'll have a hate card, which is that the person you want to bring the most pain to. This is similar to I don't know if you've heard of a game called Antidote and the lab expansion for that, which allows for love-hate relationships in secret identity games as well, which is kind of cool. It's very similar sort of mechanics, I believe, but it will allow modification bonuses for your end game scoring just to mess with you that little bit more. So your symbols, identity cards, you've got different shapes and colors, stars, etc. So whichever card you have at the end of the game, you'll reveal, and some people will obviously love you, some people will hate you, etc. I love square, add their score to mine, add their score to mine, etc. So if you can figure out who your buddy is or who it is you love, and you can try and give them cards that will increase their score, that's going to increase your score at the end of the game. Vicariously, the hate cards, subtract their score from mine. I hate, wow, subtract their score. So you want to try and make the hate people have the lowest score possible. So it's more of a less of a penalty, I guess, for lack of a better term. That changes things exponentially. So if you're playing, I mean, you could add that to any game, I suppose, where there's a scoring element. But the monsters and things that destroy them, if you can figure out who it is that you hate and keep their score as low as possible, that's going to help you, obviously, with your end game. But in the midst of trying to remember who has what cards and who has discarded what and everything else as well, and who has picked up things, then you're also trying to figure out who your love is and who your hate is. Wow, that's a lot going on for a short game. And I think, I don't know, I just see a group of people sitting around the table with a couple of beers or more, sitting around trying to play. It would just descend into absolute chaos and anarchy, and I kind of dig that. That's fantastic. That's everything. It's in the limited edition box. The Dead expansion, or the Dead Incident 3, will go up on Kickstarter soon. I'm looking forward to getting the base game. I think the party koalas are going to see some love, or the attack of the baby koalas is going to see some love as well. I'm going to get sleeving for a start. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this one, if it's something you might be interested in, or whether or not it could just be a bit crazy. I will say too, Joey has managed to, I don't know how he's done it. It's been something obviously he's been trying to do for a while. Growl is one of my favorites from Joey and Vigour Inc. We've got the expansions, Madness and Plagues have arrived, all that sort of stuff. It is a great social deduction game about werewolves, but it has evolved in an epic, spectacular fashion. Coming soon, you will be able to get your hands on a copy of Netflix's Stranger Things Attack of the Mind Flayer. So this is effectively Growl, reskinned, retooled, more sharper rules, all that sort of stuff, with a Stranger Things flavor. It's going to be amazing. Look out for that. I'm hoping, I don't know how, I'm hoping that we can acquire some copies for the store. But anyway, that's beside the point. If you haven't checked out Growl, you can have a look at the Madness and Plagues unboxing and the Growl review of Growl up over here on our channel. Otherwise, by all means, stick around, have a look at some other videos. It would be remiss of me not to mention our Patreon subscribers who allow us each and every week to record all these weird and wonderful things and share all these great games with you. So we love your work. Thank you very much to all our Patreon subscribers. We are looking to, as I said, working on D&D projects. We are working on more unboxings. We have just launched our first ever official how to play video for Strike Deck Dinos. That is now live, so you can check that out as well. But if you have played monsters and the things that destroy them, or if you have any ideas or comments, by all means leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you when I can. By all means, folks, get back to the table, be kind to each other, play lots more games, and we'll see you back here very soon for some more epic gaming content. Until then, it is bye for now.